All right, this is President Trump. This is dated February 15th today. Uh, this is the White House talking about national emergency, talking about the wall at Paso, other places. If we had the wall, we wouldn't need the military down there. I don't know how many billion is actually going to be spent on the wall, but it's going to be diverted, and we're going to spend billions on the wall. We're going to get on this and get it done. And hopefully, it will be mostly done within 6 years. I don't know how long it's going to take to finish this up. But the national emergency on this has been done many times before. There's nothing new. You're going to see more people come around to understanding and what's really going on here and how great this man is. He gave examples of uh, President Kim and Mexico's president and China's leaders and Russia's leaders are working with North Korea. There's so much going on in the Middle East and so forth. So much going on.
Has been incredible. We put up barbed wire on top of certain old walls that were there. We fixed the wall and we loaded up with barbed wire. It's very successful. But our military has been fantastic, and I want to thank them. And it's very necessary. We've broken up two caravans that are on their way. They just are breaking. They're in the process of breaking up. We have another one that we haven't been able to break up yet. We've been actually working with Mexico.
Again, Mexico's so key in this to break these caravans up. But he talks about 40,000 murders in Mexico. They've got some serious problems. And they need to get it under control.
Much better than ever before. I want to thank the president. I want to thank Mexico. They have their own problems. They have the largest number of murders that they've ever had in their history. Almost 40,000 murders. 40,000. And they got to straighten that out, and I think they will. But I just want to thank the president because he's been helping us with these monstrous caravans that have been coming up. We had one that was up to over 15,000 people. It's largely broken up.
15,000 people. Now remember, Soros and other groups, they're using our tax money. This has to stop. And they're using this money to create these caravans and stuff. This has to stop through the UN or other things. I think he's working on it. But I think more needs to be done in this area. And the UN needs to be put in its place. And people that are funding this using tax dollars need to be put in their place. That's treasonous.
Others have gotten through. And in Tijuana, you have a lot of people staying there. If we didn't have the wall up and if we didn't have the wall secured and strengthened, they would have walked right through. They'd be welcome to the United States. One of the things we...
Now that problem in California, this needs to stop. California needs to get the head out of their butt, and they need to stop this. How many thousands, tens of thousands of people coming in California, how many tens of thousands are leaving because they know that it's just going crazy there. Socially, it's becoming a socialist state, and tremendous problems of people in the streets, doing stuff and living in the streets, defecating in the streets, and other things that are just horrendous. There's just work that needs to be done there with housing and other things and income, and it's just terrible. Who would want to live there in some areas?
Save tremendous, just a tremendous amount on would be sending the military. If we had a wall, we don't need the military because we'd have a wall. So I'm going to be signing a national emergency, and it's been signed many times before.
Now, notice that this is nothing new. It's been signed many times before. We got to understand really what's going on here, but the media is such a butthead with not talking about our history and what's being done and actually being done. They just use the high emotional points for their sales and their marketing, and they could care less about what else they do. It's pathetic.
It's been signed by other presidents. From 1977 or so, it gave the presidents the power. There's rarely been a problem. They sign it. Nobody cares. I guess they weren't very exciting, but nobody cares. They sign it for far less important things. in some cases, in many cases. We're talking about an invasion of our country with drugs, with human traffickers, with all types of criminals and gangs. We have some of the greatest people I know. They've been with me from the beginning of my campaign, almost from the first week, the Angel Moms. Unfortunately, we have new Angel Moms. One incredible woman just showed me her daughter, who we're talking about, killed in the year of 18. I said, I haven't seen you before. She said, no, I'm new. I said, that's too bad. It's too bad. It's so sad. Stand up just for a second. Show how beautiful your girl was. Thank you. I have such respect for these people. Angel moms, angel dads, angel families. I have great respect for these people. These are great people. These are great people. They're fighting for their children that have been killed by people that were illegally in this country. And the press doesn't cover them. They don't want to, incredibly. And they're not treated the way they should be. They're fighting for other people because they don't want what happened to their children or husband or anybody. We have one young lady whose husband, please, stand up. Your husband was just killed in Maryland. Incredible man, just killed. Beautiful children won't be seeing their father again. These are brave people. These are people that they don't have to be here. They don't have to be doing this. They're doing it for other people. So I just want to thank all of you for being here. Okay, I really do.
We need to understand how serious this is, and it's not only getting in here, but using our resources, our welfare services, our medical established services. They're a drain on the economy. If they don't have the skills and the other stuff, and if they get into social systems, it's another drain on our economy. We have to think about the results and cause effect of no wall and no limitations on what comes through our southern borders. It is a national emergency, at least, if not a declaration of war. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Join my group. Get on with these things. We're going to work on with different people on increasing their incomes, increasing their influence, increasing the way that they think about home business and income and influence, because this nation needs to wake up, and people that are determined to do so need to get involved and change this nation, their families, and their people around them for the better. And we can do that in so many wonderful ways. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day.